Hello everyone and welcome back to Wolf Quest. Today we're going to be doing our Big PUP reveal. I just spent a lot of time writing notes about the stories of each wolf we're going to be having in the future, but I actually have yet to see them as adults. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start off with Sunny's litter. We will be picking one pup from each litter, which does suck because I love all of them and their stories, but at least we have a start for what's going to happen to them, and if we don't find out ourselves, you can imagine it in your heads. I know I will. I was wrong. We are starting with Bubbles' litter. I already wrote stuff about them as pups in most of the description, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. I'm just going to show you their names. Catkin, Streak, our Runt, Benji, River, and Little Tundra, who unfortunately didn't get to grow up. I'm going to cover it with my hands so I can't see them. Okay, we're starting with Catkin. Here we are. Wait, what? Oh, I think my game's crashing. Okay. This is Catkin. She does not look how I expected. Although it's kind of like a subversion of Bubbles' pelt. She was like black with some white in there, but she's like white with some black streaks. Interesting. Very cute though. What coat is that? I know some people care about the coats, so. Hall of Fame. Okay. She's got beautiful chocolate eyes. And she's actually a little bit on the bigger side. Interesting. So yeah, for her stats here, we've got a strength -1, stamina +2, speed -2, and then health +1. And now I'm going to read off the stuff I wrote about her. So we've got Catkin, a silly and loving pup who takes after her mother Bubbles in her immense mental strength. She may not be strong physically or very fast, but that won't stop her from running for as long as she can. In contrast to her silly side, she takes the subject of life and death quite seriously, and even finds some small comfort in knowing that the world will keep going even after she's gone. The same will go for her future mate and pups. Any lost along the way will be mourned, but the survivors will be taught to continue onwards. Of course, more things are going to happen in her story, but that's the baseline for what we've got going on for Catkin. Very pretty. Now time to see the others. I gotta cover my hand again. And next we have Streak. Oh, you look so much like your mother, Streak. I was not expecting that. His mother, but with a few more rough patches. Something definitely hurt him. I'm not sure what. Wow. He's got gorgeous eyes, too. They're very light. Okay, so what code is that? I know it's in the Life is Rough pack. Yeah, it's that one. His eyes are interesting. They're like yellowy. And he is very tiny. Very tiny wolf, I see. Oh yeah, and his stats. Well, he was the runt, so I guess that kind of makes sense, actually. His strength is -2, stamina 0, speed -1, and health -1. Okay, so I guess now it's time to read out about him. Streak, a quiet pup that was easily lost in the background of his eccentric litter, as well as the runt. Streak has grown into a nervous and superstitious young adult. He sees signs in the world around him and follows them without question, believing it to be guidance from his ancestors before him. Whether that's true or not, nobody knows, but it's gotten him this far. I'm kind of wondering where I'd go with the whole ancestors guiding him thing. It might be interesting to just kind of pay attention to the world around him and figure out what's going on with that if we play as him. But I like him. He's very pretty. He's kind of like a paler version of Sunny, actually. It's quite interesting. Now I gotta cover my eyes again. Alright, we've got Benji. Oh, he's grown. My silly little boy. I didn't expect him to look like this. Interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about it. He looks so mature. Beautiful brown eyes, though. Wow. I mean, I'm starting to get used to it now. It just took me a second. So let's see what code. Hall of Fame, 832F06. Very pretty brown eyes. You know what? I'm used to the coat now. I think it suits him. I'm just going to check his body size. He's a little bit bigger. Okay, his stats are -2 for strength, 0 for stamina, +1 for speed, and +1 for health. And now to read out about him. As a pup, Benji idolized his father Tracker, who always made his life so fun and made him feel like a grown-up. Sure, he got lost a couple times under his father's watch, But that's just water under the bridge. His mother Bubbles tried to teach him to be more careful, but it was in one ear out the other. The world is one big playground to him, and he has every intention of using it as such. And in brackets, probably not going to be the most responsible dad. It's kind of seeming like he became a bit of a carbon copy of his father, who he loved very much. Of course, he loved Bubbles too, but she was the strict parent. So she didn't get all the love all the time. I do like Benji a lot, though. He's very cute and pretty. River. Oh my goodness, she's pretty. She almost looks like a white wolf, but she's not. It's like very, very light brown. We have many pale brown pups. I like it. It's interesting. Wow. Yeah, all the way at the end of the color spectrum there. Gorgeous. She's got like a dusty, chalky face. It looks like a ghost. I like it. The beautiful brown streak on her nose. Wow. Very visually striking, River. I can already tell she's got the big cheek puffs. But how big are you? She's, I think, the biggest of the pups so far. Interesting. And you were the last one born. And let's see for her stats. 0 in strength, +2 in stamina, -2 in speed, and a 0 in health. And I'm very excited to read this one. I think she's got an interesting story. River had every intention of staying with her mother and father to help them raise their next litter, until one night when there was a terrible hurricane. The once green fields flooded with gray, murky water, and she ended up swept away by her very namesake. Now she's all alone in an unfamiliar place, not at all ready to face the world on her own, and forced to come face to face with who she really is before she was ready. So yeah, I'm thinking she's going to go in a place we've never gone before, Amethyst Mountain, for the full journey of her litter. Her story looks very intriguing to me, and she is just visually so beautiful. She's got like an interesting color on her butt there. But yes, I think she would be very pretty to play as. I know I shouldn't pick favorites. But that's it for the first litter. Now I've got to check out a... Oh my god. Wait! Oh my goodness. I just realized that Streak isn't even Sunny's pup. But he looks like a paler version of her. Oh my goodness. I totally forgot that for a minute there. Wow. Looks like his auntie, doesn't he? That's so cute. I can't believe I forgot that just because he looks so much like her. So we've got little Harley here. The eldest. We've got Mite. And little Fireball, who passed away very unexpectedly, as they always do. I was devastated when we lost him. I named him myself. Everyone else was names from the wheels. So this is Harley. And oh my goodness, it's looking like we have the exact opposites in terms of the litters, because this looks like it should be Bubbles, but it's Sunny's. Wow, she is gorgeous. A deep brown and dark with those very striking yellow eyes. What coat is that? Oh, I think she has an NPC coat. Interesting. Huh. Oh, I love the yellow eyes. They're so pretty. And how big are you? Very, very tiny. So far, River's the biggest. As for her stats are -2 in strength, +1 in stamina, and a +2 in speed, as well as a -1 in health. Harley and her siblings were a litter that seemed almost too quiet at times, though they had their moments. Often found napping in the den or grass, their mother Sunny couldn't get them to budge on several occasions, despite trying her best to squeak at them to no avail. For better or worse, that trait stuck itself into Harley's personality, who has now become a complete homebody. Her home is hers, and nobody can take it away from her. Not the growls in her stomach when the elk herds inevitably move on, not the dangerous predators circling it for a snack, and most definitely not the fleas. Up until all her pups are grown, she will stay put, thank you very much. And in brackets, will have the tiniest territory possible so she doesn't have to stay far away from home. That sounds like it could be a real challenge, but it might be interesting. And now we have Mite! Also very dark, must have taken after Lucky. Surprising that the pup that looked the most like Sunny wasn't hers. He's also got yellow eyes like his sister. Very interesting. And cute. Let's see what coat you have. Seems like another NPC coat. Interesting. That makes me wonder what Fireball would have looked like. He might have been the one that looked the most like Sunny. The rest of them had darker coats. Those gorgeous greeny yellow eyes. Very light green in there, but you can kind of see it if you look hard enough. And I just want to see quickly, how big is he? Very tiny, so River stays as our biggest. For the most part, we have very tiny wolves. And his stats, I always go over there by accident. His stats are -1 in strength, +1 stamina, a +2 in speed, and a -2 in health. And for his story, is it just him, or is life really, really hard? Mite was the slowest to grow in his litter, causing his mother Sunny to become more than a little hysterical by the end of his first summer, and it just always felt like he was one step behind the other wolves. It's scary and hard, but he wants to become more than he is now, and to make his mother proud. He can recall a time when all she ever seemed to talk about was these strange bison-like creatures with spots. At the time it seemed like a fairy tale, something meant to delight and inspire the young pups in their dreams before bedtime. But a peaceful chat across a moonlit stream with a stranger wolf confirmed his mother's tales to be true. The other wolf did not advise going to the strange creature's territory, for they had known several wolves foolish enough to make the journey, only to never be heard from again. But Mite politely thanked them for their information, and decided that night that he would take his chances. It was time to start making something of himself. And in brackets, accurate mode for him only. Now that would be a challenge, because I have tried accurate several times. And all those times I was like, oh, this isn't fun, and turn it off. But like, I feel like as a series, I can talk to myself more and kind of figure out what I'm doing. I might be able to do it, and I really want to get one of those achievements for finishing it on accurate. So that would be an interesting challenge for myself. But yeah, that's going to be it for now. I guess I'll do a quick look at all the pups. I don't know why it keeps saying unsaved wolf data. We have got... well, I'm just going to go through them, I guess, just here. So we got Benji, the beautiful boy, who is just like his father. And we've got Cat Cane. Gorgeous girl, I love her. Harley. Mite. River, who I've gotten very attached to, I'm not gonna lie. And I think finally Streak. Who looks so much like Sunny that I forgot they weren't... well, they're directly related, but I forgot that he didn't come directly from her. And yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Let me know what you guys think in the comments of who we should play next. Here, I'll do a quick look at the family tree so you know who's from which litter. Harley, Mite, and Fireball for the other litter. But we've only got Harley and Mite to choose from. And this one's quite a big choice. We've got Cat Cane, Streak, Benji, or River to choose from. No Tundra, unfortunately. But yeah, that's going to be it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you all next time in the beginning of one of these series.